COVID was a blast everywhere. The need for good quality data was apparent during this COVID pandemic, and we as demographers are contributing to face this massive challenge by putting together databases and measuring precisely its impact. If I decide to become a demographer, it is because of the importance of good quality data for the scientific study of human populations.
It may surprise you, but in my country, people do care about climate change. As a demographer, I feel very concerned about it. I know much about the great impacts people will live with at all levels, including any neighborhoods, but certainly impoverished communities will suffer much more. For me, demography is about learning from the past and the present to conceive a more sustainable and equitable future.
Did you know that the past century has witnessed impressive improvements in human welfare and across many different dimensions? Despite these extraordinary improvements, these changes are not happening uniformly across the world. For example, sub-Saharan Africa remains at least 10 years behind other regions with respect to life expectancy, and 98% of all child deaths are happening in low and middle-income countries. Yes, poverty rates have been falling, but they remain unacceptably high in places like sub-Saharan Africa, South Asia. And when you combine the situation with climate change and the COVID-19 pandemic, these inequalities in economic and welfare outcomes could be deepened. Now, no one should be left behind.
The IUSSP is the worldwide network of population experts. We come from many different backgrounds. These can include demography, sociology, economics, statistics, public health, and geography. We are indeed open to people from all different disciplines, bound together by our shared passion for the study of population dynamics. The work of technical demographers is grounded in their deep understanding of the complex interlinkages between population flows. These are fertility, mortality, and migration, population structures by age and sex, and population sizes across time and space. They place great value on the careful collection, validation, and then integration of data from different sources, which provides the evidence base for policy.
My task today is to highlight a few issues that are of special interest to the wider public and to policymakers. The first of these is population aging in countries with very low fertility. The main problem here is that the rising old age dependency ratio is bankrupting health and pension systems. This figure plots the number of retirees per worker. A serious concern is that this number is expected to rise to near one, that is fully one retiree per worker, by 2050 in a number of countries including Spain, Poland, France and Italy. Clearly, politically unpopular adjustments are needed to make health and pension systems sustainable.
Rise in population aging is unmatched in human history. While the share of elderly is higher in the global north, the countries in the global south are following this demographic transition and actually accounts for a higher number of elderly. In my own country, India, around 10% of the population is above age 60 and accounts for 139 million people.
Population vulnerabilities are likely to get worse under the climate crisis. To face the climate emergency, which is already here, demographers can make a lot of impactful contributions. In line with international efforts to keep the global temperature rise below 1.5 degrees. First, we can help improve the understanding of the impact of population dynamics and human activities on the climate. Second, demographic analysis and population projections can also contribute to understanding how different future climate change scenarios will affect the natural world and human. And we should pay a particular attention to the issue of inequalities and those left behind.
¿Cuáles son los avances recientes de la demografía en temas de género? Muchos. ¿Qué sabríamos hoy de la caída de la fecundidad a niveles tan bajos si no fuera por el lente puesto por la demografía en la rigidez de los contratos de género, en lo mucho que han cambiado las mujeres y en lo poco que han cambiado los varones en el hogar? ¿Qué sabríamos de la importancia de las cadenas de cuidado en la migración femenina si no hubiéramos analizado sus redes familiares?
The next important issue is rapid population growth in Africa. Its population is expected to increase from 1 to 4 billion. That's an addition of 3 billion by 2100. This growth will make it very difficult to improve living standards in the world's poorest continent. The flow of international migrants and refugees is rising rapidly. The number of forcefully displaced people has doubled since 2010 and now stands at 82 million worldwide. Receiving countries in North America and Europe are increasingly reluctant to absorb these newcomers. Political opposition is growing everywhere.
The COVID-19 pandemic has powerfully illuminated the importance of demography as a scientific discipline. Demographic factors such as age, sex, household structure, and socioeconomic status have been key to recognizing the unequal impacts of the pandemic. However, the pandemic has also highlighted the gaps in demographic data infrastructures that still persist. For example, the lack of vital registration systems in many parts of the world mean that the true death tolls of the pandemic have not been fully documented. The pandemic serves as an urgent call that to better confront global challenges and close inequalities, we need to invest in high quality and sustainable data infrastructures.
This graph shows the proportion of national income going to the top 10% of earners. The most unequal regions are India, Sub-Saharan Africa, and Latin America, where this proportion exceeds 50%. These trends are morally objectionable and have adverse social, economic, and political effects.
The IUSSP Secretariat provides support to IUSSP panels to organize seminars, webinars, and training activities around the world. When we have funding, we offer support for travel to IUSSP members who are from low-income countries so that everyone can participate in these activities. These are a great way to build lasting working relationships with researchers from around the world and make new friends.
IUSSP creates avenues that enable the exchange of ideas between researchers around the globe. For early career researchers like me, the IUSSP provides spaces for connection, networking, and belonging. Through its mentorship and training programs, IUSSP provides a wide range of opportunities for engagement and leadership.
What is digital demography? It's the use of digital data, the data we all live when we go around in the world, when we travel, when we do anything now for demographic purposes. We have to reflect upon two things in terms of innovation. First of all, these data were not built for the study of population, but they can be used for the study of population. This, however, has been the history of demography, repurposing data that were built for something else in order to understand population change. The second thing is that the presence of digital data implies that our world has changed. There's a before and after digitalization in terms of demographic behavior.
IUSSP is a very active community. We have lots of activities, such as conferences, webinars, seminars, training sessions, debates, and all activities are organized by and for our members. Our scientific panels cover a wide range of population topics. They consist of world-leading experts and are joined by junior colleagues. In addition, we have an early career task force to boost the inputs of the next generation of population experts in our work. So join us and get involved, and together we'll build a better discipline.
What we have shown gives a glimpse of why demography matters. Our field has contributed hugely to generating the evidence base for informed decision making. It addresses the most critical challenges facing our world. The IUSSP's diverse membership has demonstrated that demographers count. Help us strengthen our network. Members, join in our activities, and non-members, do join us. We can make a difference.